What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. I'm just here to continue the conversation. Maya did her interview. She went over to Kojo, so we know how that goes. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's talk about it. Maya likes cereal in her bowl first because we know we need to know that. If she landed somewhere and anywhere she want to land, she said Bora Bora. We know I ain't going nowhere, no airplane anytime soon. So yeah, enjoy that. She grew up in Mississippi. She talked a little bit about the racism in Mississippi, and I think, yeah, that has to be hard. I don't, I don't run across that too much. Definitely not in the way Mississippi does it. In Florida, there's certain cities you can live in where it's there, but it's not like there like that. But she in Texas now. Is Texas better? I don't know. I, I don't know. I came and I spent 8 weeks in Dallas and I didn't see a whole lot. So I really don't have a accurate opinion of what it might be like because I was over there training for a job and I didn't see much. Anyway, at some point she wants to be a content creator and I'm glad to hear that because you know what? If you're going over there on Ready to Love with no plan besides finding love, then we already know how that's going to turn out. And y'all keep on being mad about not finding love over there. But I mean, hey, I guess you're going to stay mad because I don't feel like they're going to do it any different. And that's just not how love works. But I'm off track. Anyway, back to Maya. I think being on Ready to Love is good exposure for her since she's interested in being a content creator. So I don't know what her content would be, but I feel like definitely people gravitate towards her. For me, Maya was my favorite. Y'all said a lot of shit about her, but I stood by her the whole time because what does Maya do? She comes in the room and she bees cute and she bees nice. And that's exactly what she did over here. I feel like every time there's an interview over on Kojo's channel or other channels that do interviews, Crystal XO, and there's a whole lot of people out there doing interviews. And I feel like the people always show up in the interview exactly as they showed up on television, even though they like to, talk about the edits and everything. But anyway, what was her dating experience like? She had her first serious relationship around 21. That's about normal. Maya is a relationship girl. I can relate to that, child. I'm not that girl to be, going on dates and dates and dates and dates and dates. I could go a long time by myself, and then when I decide to, unlock the door, I usually fall into a relationship. Why did she go on the show? She went on the show to try something different. I guess, like at this point, I would definitely not go anywhere near the show, but in my 30s, maybe I would have. I don't know. Knowing what I know now, I don't know. I don't know if I had some of the access to things that y'all have access to now as a young person. I don't know, child. I don't know how that would have panned out for me. So let's just be grateful that's not something I have to worry about. She said the show is a reflection of what it is like dating for real in real life. And I believe her. It's hard to find love. That's why I think it's so crazy that people think like it's a possibility. Like you could come over here and find love. Um, she did. Just didn't happen the way we thought it was gonna happen, but definitely, ended up being a situation. I don't know, what I don't know what it is past the situation, but at least we have made it to situation, child. That's a step. She said her first relationship was tumultuous and he was a cheater. Mine was too, girl. When you say 21, yep, he was a cheater. I don't think that's when you first like your trust issues get messed with. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it happens before that. But for me, like, when you really fall in that first love and you find out he's just a cheater, oh my God. It don't ever be the same after that. It don't. It don't ever be the same after that. She does believe in true love. That's why she be out here kissing frogs. But I think, we all got to kiss some frogs. That's how you get to your Prince Charming. But Prince Prince Charming is a motherfucker. So you got to keep your eye on him too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Chris, we got our eye on you, brother. Anyway, Hojo asked her if she ever experienced it, true love, and she fell into a big cheesy smile. And yeah, as a matter of fact, she's experienced it just recently as something that she's currently experiencing. And we was all like, "Ooh, okay, okay, girl." So coming into the whole ready to love situation, has she ever seen the show? Yes, she's seen the show. I'm so glad to hear her say that because, I am so tired of these people like, I just came off, my job and somebody was like, hey, there's this show you should be on. And I was like, all right. And so I just did it. Stop it. I don't want to hear that no more. She's seen the show. She says she knew nobody was on the show coming for love. I believe that. I believe that. I just, I guess, like I said, I feel like it could happen, but it's not likely to happen. So if you're going over there with absolutely nothing, nothing to promote, it's a platform. It's a platform of attractive people hanging out together, pretending to eat food and drinking a lot of alcohol, clearly, until somebody pops off or gets voted off. She said she felt like the edits were not fair to anyone, but she knows it's a TV show and she expected, it to be pretty much what it was. And that's probably why she survived as long as she did. She wasn't over here trying to, I 100% feel like you could show up. Now, they might not edit you like how you think they are, but as long as you ain't saying nothing and give them nothing crazy to work with, then you don't have to really come out feeling no type of way. And then there's us over here making assessments of the situation. My assessment of Maya the entire time was she comes in the room, she smiles, and she be's nice. And, all the other stuff that transpired kind of, was happening around her. Um, when she got there, she thought Jonathan was a handsome young man. You talking about I walk in a room and who would I gravitate towards? She said Jonathan. Somebody else said that. Vanessa, I heard her say that too. And I think the women naturally gravitate towards tall. He's tall and dark, so handsome, I guess, if that's what you consider handsome. It's whatever. It's a matter of taste. And when I seen Jonathan and his bad behavior, I'm, really don't have a whole lot for him. And the way he followed up with his nonchalant attitude really just didn't help much. So, okay, if that's what y'all want. Anyway, it wasn't what she wanted. She got over there and found out it wasn't him. So there's that. William was in her top. I don't know what this timeline is like. William was in her top, and she said William was very nice, probably the nicest person on the show. Okay. She said Luron and William were the only two that really pursued her. And I mean, that's what the girls like. That's what I like. I'm not going to be sitting around putting my name on the end of nobody's got daggone list. Like, you reel them in and then they go ahead and pursue. That's how it's supposed to work. I mean, that's how it works for me. You do however you want to do it. If you want to be over here, like, what's the name on Summer's house, shooting your shot just to get let down by now. I feel like Alex is tall and handsome. He's not my type. He's a child, but I'm just saying. That's not really what that's not my thing. But if you're just going to say tall and handsome, I'll give him that. The rest of it is, he's swagless. We're not talking about that. She says she doesn't mind learning to love a man. I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know how I feel about that. I think sometimes, I don't know about learning to love. I don't like it put that way necessarily. I don't think that's healthy for either person. Because if somebody came into a situation saying, I think I can learn to love her, that's not what you want. You know what I mean? I don't know even how that continues on to be anything with any type of longevity, especially somebody who, like her, like she says, she believes in true love. So learning to love a man is not the same thing as having somebody in your life that you didn't realize. You know how they say he was here the whole time? That kind of thing. And you're like, oh, shoot. Like one day you discover you kind of feeling something different. That's not the same thing as learning to love someone. That means you picking somebody you ain't feeling, and then you just try to teach yourself how to love them. That doesn't really work with believing in true love type individuals. I'm a true love type individual. I have to feel something. Otherwise, I can wait. I'll be single for, until I find something that makes me feel something. And I think when people see somebody pretty like Maya, they think she'd be out here doing, not necessarily, because she needs somebody that's going to make her feel something. Otherwise, it's just going to be her being friendships. You know what I'm saying? I think men have a hard time being friends with somebody that looks like Maya because they always going to be focused on other things. Beauty is a curse, girl. You should be used to it by now. She said right now she's in a situation where the feelings are mutual. She feeling him, he feeling her. That's when it's fire, girl. Congratulations. That's not easy. That's not easy to get to. Be careful. Just saying. Well, no sooner did she mention her mutual, love that she has for this other person, popped his head up out the thing. So Kojo over there giving his best sexy voice, and he's sitting in a dim lit room and asking Maya questions. And I was like, boy, what are you whispering? He just cheesing and Maya, and she's like, I have a person in my life and we're mutually feeling each other. And she just smiling, and then who pops their head in and changed the game? Oh boy, that bass came back in Kojo's voice after that. He forgot about all that whispering he was doing. Y'all turn the lights on. Lord. That was funny.
3K to the Ooh, okay. No! You!
Kojo, what up, man?
Not you, Captain! You said you had some pull, the down south. I see you, brother.
Down south. That down south.
Shoo!
Shoo.
Ah!
Right.
What you telling me, bro? Ah!
Okay, sorry.
No, don't apologize. That's my guy. I love Chris, man. He's a good guy, man. Wow. That's a beautiful surprise.
So that's my dating right now. But
Listen, I'm wishing you guys the best, man. I think both of you will make a great couple. He's a great guy, so I'm not mad at it. Wow. Okay. Y'all gonna throw me off like that. Okay.
My boy. He said I'm a great guy. Hey, I hear you. Hey, I hear you hyping me up, man.
Come on, you know I got you, bro. You know I got you. It's good to see you, bro.
Good to see you too, bro.
The tension in the ladies' room. Maya wasn't in the group chat, so she don't know nothing about that mess that they had going on over there. And I feel that. I love it when I go to work, on the weekend, and some shit that popped off during the week. And it's very nice to be from a point of view where you were like, I was not there when any of that happened. So whenever that story comes up, everybody's name will be there that was all up in it, but not mine. I wasn't in it. So she was not in the group chat. And that kept her out the shit. That was Mika. Mika was the administrator of the group chat. Them ladies from day one, they got in the mess. The ladies and the gentlemen from day one. Let me just tell you how much I appreciate the group chat. I wouldn't have been nowhere near it either, but I love the mess. Thank y'all. Her connection with William, we were all wondering, girl. She said they had a lot in common. She said they went out a couple times, and she said people were so mean to William. And I was like, is she talking about me? Because I wasn't mean to William, Maya. I actually said that he's probably nice. I feel like he's probably a nice guy. I stand by that. I feel like he's probably nice. I ain't see him be funny, so he might be funny too, but I ain't synced it. And she said he was very sweet. And I'm like, he's sweet with 3 kids, 2 ex-wives. And, I just didn't want to sign you up for that, young lady. That's not what I was wanting to sign you up for. I know it's none of my business, but I was over there saying, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not going to bring up the couch. And as sweet as you think he is, yeah, he wasn't your choice. And somebody can be nice, but not the one not. Now, I feel like if you talk about learning to love someone, not that he's not lovable, I just feel like when people aren't a match, what's the point in pressing the issue? She said the whole exposing him on the text message didn't have, change her opinion of him. I'm not surprised. I feel like he got caught up in the foolery, and that's easy to do. That's why you don't take your ass to the group chat. Some stuff you just have to keep to yourself. She said the ladies really didn't vote him off. That was a production thing. Okay. Well, Luron was definitely more entertaining. And if I was a TV showrunner, I would probably not keep William around instead of Luron. That, there's weeks left. And although William was the entertainer, I did not find him entertaining. Those must have all went on the cutting room floor. All the funny, entertaining parts with William must have got edited out. Kojo said, Luron. And then here come Chris walking through the background and stuff with his top off.
I mean, we dated, but it wasn't a relationship.
Not you, your top off, Chris. Listen, Chris, you ain't gonna impress me, bro. Okay, don't let me get my top off.
Maya and Luron. I mean, Maya and Luron hung out on the show and after the show. Relationship, there was not a relationship. Not in the kind boyfriend-girlfriend kind. Lamaya was not down to the car tugging nobody down. That's not what she was doing. But her words, they had a blossoming friendship. And I saw that too. Everybody, well, not everybody. People was out there saying that I don't see the connection, and I don't think she likes him like that. And I think they were clearly not on the same page when it comes to who liked who and how that was going to go. Blossoming means getting to know you. I don't think there was anybody on the show that she was like that. It's a weird situation to be in. Know what I'm saying? But that faithful night, the pop-off night, changed the trajectory of their friendship. That's my opinion, and that's the only one that counts here. The whole night, the shit popped up. So we're going to picture it. We're going to set a picture for you. She was sitting at the table. Some dude came over, say something to her. No phone numbers or anything was exchanged. Luron was on the other side, and she was sitting at a table, and she named half the people from the cast, the people that hang out with each other. Because, there's the clique, this clique over here was hanging out, and Luron was standing up. He seen her talking to this guy, and he got irritated, and he stormed out. Stormed out. That was her words. He walked out, stormed out, ran out. I don't know, because, I wasn't there. She said Mika followed him out. And when Mika came back in, she told her all about the fluffy flarms and the BICTHs in that order. Shout out to Mama D. Now, I did hear from over here, I've heard it a couple few places that Luron has some bitches back at his apartment. And if that's how it was going to be, he could just go back over there, him and Jonathan. And I'm like, I don't know who just keeps bitches at their apartment when they're hanging out, Luron. Where did he keep them at? Do they live over there, or you just was like, I'm going to go hang out. Enjoy the hot tub pit house playhouse while I'm out hanging out. I'm gonna need more explanation for that whole bitches back at the place. Anyway, she processed that information. She was not feeling that information. To be clear, there was at no point in time did Luron look this girl in the face and filth her and not call her no BICTHs in that word. That did not happen. But he was on 16 shots of truth tequila. So when he went outside, I don't know what he was saying, something. The situation, after situation, and the bitch is back at the crib. Unfortunately for him, he was supposed to meet her mother the next day. And after she heard about all this pop off, blow off, snap out stuff, she decided that she was not trying to introduce her mother to somebody because this is a TV show right now and that's not what we're doing over here. So we're not doing all of that because she's still mad because the thing had happened the day before. Now, even after the show, she said they went to a concert, they hung out. Now, I feel like what people were trying to get to, because I've heard it in a couple different places. If he called you all these names, then why would you still go out with him? And I feel like, now this is just me, I'm just, I feel like she never saw it. She only heard about it. So, when interacting with him and you're not seeing this type of behavior, you only heard about it. And she knew he was already on 16 shots of truth tequila. So she probably was like, I mean, I'm not like trying to be your girl, but we could still hang out and do stuff. And LeBron is over here trying to woo the girl still. So apparently he sent her a gift for Valentine's Day. It was a necklace. Why? Why you send her a necklace? Should she have kept it? I mean, I don't know. I guess sometimes, I don't know. Probably not. She knew he liked her and she kept the necklace. Is that misleading? Uh-huh. That being said, though, I mean, don't be giving gifts to people that, you don't have that type of understanding. If you have expectations because that's for special, that's for special things, special people, where you buying gifts and things for. She said she thought it was flowers. You could have just sent her flowers. That would have been different. Jewelry means something else. And not for nothing, ain't no way in the world my man would be comfortable with me wearing no jewelry that came from another nigga. So he would probably prefer I give it back. Not that you asked for, not, I'm talking to him. Supposed to be talking to her. Not that he asked for it back, but I'm just saying. The jewelry was too much. I mean, I feel like as far as the LeBron Maya relationship goes, she made up her mind that night that, I'm not gonna be pursuing this in a way that's romantic. And I think LeBron felt like, I'm gonna win this girl over because I really like her. And that works sometimes. It just wasn't supposed to happen for these two. So yeah, Chris is from last season. He was the other wild card. He's from Mississippi. I believe he said at some point he was not middle school. Yeah, he said he was a middle school, elementary school teacher. So I was like, okay, apparently him and Justin are friends. Well, he's from Mississippi too. That actually doesn't surprise me, and it also doesn't mean anything to me. At the end of the day, these two got introduced and it's a thing now. So we'll see what happens. They smiling at each other and stuff. She said they have projects they're working on, and we here to see it happen, girl. Just keep your eyes open, because like I said, at the end of the day, Prince Charming's ass, he's just a frog too. So keep your eye on this boy with that southern charm, like Playboy Justin over here. So funny thing is, Maya got through this interview. She didn't flip out. She didn't decide she was gonna throw some techniques back on Kojo and make him realize like, no, what they be over there doing, but it starts off very nice then, but not Maya. By the end of the interview, you know what she did? She smiled and she be's nice. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.